looking for something kind of fun, but that's not what I wanted to hear. Ah, she found it. The photo at the Tower of London. How do I do this? Oh, yes. Ha ha ha, she found it. Hi. How do I do this? Ooh, ooh, save photo. Ooh, 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 ooh. I knew I had it somewhere. How are you today? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm sitting here, I'm just playing with my phone. Good morning, Mr. Isom. How are you, sir? Reuben Isom. I've known you and your family. Mac and I were in kindergarten together. Mac and Roy Rodriguez and Joetta Imler, and I think Susan Diederich was in that class. I think. Oh, Expona is happening today. Okay. I'm just seeing what's out there, who's doing what right now. Hi, Dave Love. How are you, sir? Oh, by the way, you and I need to go meet up with our friend, and we're all good. So I was going to play something for you, and I'll just do this instead, because I'm so high-tech. Oh, yeah, I can. Have a fun guest on today, my dear sister in yoga and spirit and life, Eden Shoro. So I'm excited. I even put on the right dress and everything. I put on a dress every day. But today, it's snowing outside. It's snowing outside. I mean, like walking in the winter wonderland. I should be playing a Christmas song. There's like that much snow out there. And it's sticking. How are you today? What's happening? What are you drinking? What tea do you have going on today? I have mine. You know what I have every day. This is my record that I have with my cool band mates, Steve Bissinger, Ryan Lucas, and Jeremy Steinkohler. I'm waiting to see if my mom's here. 'Cause everyone I love is here. Say it once and disappear. I got my ladies with me today. Ooh, I should probably get her a little bit more. There she is. Oh, there I am, up there. I was in a Verizon ad when I was, hi, Sam. Hi, Sam. Yay. He's here. Sam's here. And Frida. We always have to have Frida here. And Lily and Pearl. Lily's just looking at me like, Mom, again? Again with this mess? It means that I won't give in. Won't give in. Won't give in. 'Cause everyone I love is here. All at once. But I sang the wrong part. How to get there. Come on now. How are you, Sam? Come on now. I'm so proud of my sister and your wife. Hi, Julie. Come on now. Julie Luce in the house. How was that? Was it a margarita you drank the other night? It sounded fun. The right time, the right place, right now. Turn around, won't you? I want to hear Steve's solo. Lisa. How much fun did we have? Oh, there are 11 people on right now. 'Cause everyone I love is here. Say it once and disappear. It's snowing. Did I mention it's snowing out? It's Steve Bissinger on guitar. Good morning. Good morning. What is the temperature? The temperature is snow. What is the temperature?
It's 34 degrees
It's
outside.
34 and climbing. It's going to get up to 37. And tomorrow it's going to be, I think, 50. Snow. Just trust me on this. There's snow. So yeah, that's what's happening today. I had big plans to go out and do all kinds of fun stuff today. I bet you did too. Not gonna happen. Hi Miranda. The dress. Lisa Flores. Lisa Flores is here, Eden. I tagged a few people, but I think she saw it on your post first. I tagged Darby, and I tagged Ganga, and I tagged White Lotus. And yeah, so here you are, 11:11 with Jenna, and Audrey, and the Mammina mermaid, and all kinds of women in the house. Lily and Pearl, she's all good over here under about 3 silk blankets. Oh, it's 36 degrees. Yeah, I stand corrected. Usually I'm not here, but it's nice to be here. It's nice to be anywhere. As my dad would say when someone would say to Ben, they'd say, "It's great to see you, Ben," and he'd say, "It's really good to be seen. It's really good to be seen." We have a whole thing of Benisms. Cut once, measured twice, but really measured 3 times. Like my 10 feet is really 6, because 6 is really 3. 10 feet. Physical distance, 10 feet. Because 6 is more like, yeah, well, you know, we're walking. There's a look. Anyway, I won't get into that. I'm drinking my tea. I have my cuties all set. So here's what I do. I'll tell you I'm not going to juggle. Can anyone juggle? Could someone come on the show and teach us how to juggle? Lisa Mammina. I wonder if Lisa's here. She could teach us how to juggle. I saw her teach people because I tried to learn and then I gave up. Because, you know, I keep on moving, don't stop. With scarves, joy is the key. Oh, good. So tonight's guest is my friend Janelle Michelle Burdell, and she's posting some fun stuff for us. So, without further ado, hi Cindy. Oh, let me put on my lip. She's also, how do I even start describing who my good dear friend, sister, wow, Lynette is too, but this is Eden. Eden is a force. She is a psychotherapist. She's an art therapist. She'll tell you all about it. But I met Eden when I met Lisa and Darby and Ganga. Do you remember that story? I think a couple of you were here when I told you that when I was driving from Willits to Santa Barbara, and I met that woman in the gas station, and I ended up staying at her house, and then her mom and I became friends. I was driving to White Lotus Foundation for the very first time to do yoga teacher certification a while ago. And during that 3.5-week bliss moment, I met this woman. I met a lot of really amazing people. But this woman right here, that story. So, I'm so excited. Did I call the wrong person? I might have called the wrong person. No, that's Eden. Try again. That's her, so. There she is. Hi. Are you frozen? See, it's cold there too. She's frozen. Let's try this again. I'm on WhatsApp. Might have to do Messenger or... Okay, incoming video call. There she is. Hi. Hi. Can you do me a favor? Can you lower your volume on your... Yeah.
Okay. Is that better?
But the volume, can you lower the volume?
Is that better? Can you hear me? Hi.
Eden?
Do me a favor. Can you lower your volume on
She's getting it after me.
Okay. But the volume, can you lower the volume? Is that better? Can you hear me?
This is fun.
Okay, it's turned way down now. Eden?
No, on your Facebook Live.
Okay, now?
Yes. Except I have you landscape, so let me see. Are you there? There she is. This is my friend Eden. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Eden Shoro. I started to tell people how we met, but I didn't. I decided I would let you tell it too. And then turn off.
Okay.
I'm so excited to see you. Hi.
So excited to see you too. Hi.
She's in Greenwich, England. She's in London, England. I love this woman. She's a force. She does so many incredible things, and if I said all the things that I know that you did, I think people would think I was making it up. But I just adore this woman, and I would love for you to tell people. You have people from all over, from California to Austin, Texas, to Pittsburgh, Kalamazoo, Michigan, Benton Harbor, Michigan, and Sam's watching, so he must be in the other room.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, there's a little bit of a delay, so I want to make sure that I'm answering in real time. So
Can you?
The one that's on Facebook Live and the WhatsApp's a little bit different. So.
Do you mind lowering your Facebook Live? No, not lowering this, but lowering the volume.
Yep.
Lowering the volume on your computer.
Can you? Do you mind lowering your Facebook Live? Yep, it's all the way down. Yep, the Facebook Live is all the way down.
Okay.
It's just the WhatsApp now.
Here you are.
Yep.
Hi.
Yep, I am. Hi.
And my Mama Grace is on, and she says to tell you hello.
Oh, great. Hi, Mama Grace.
Yes.
Okay, well, Jenna, thank you so much for the beautiful introduction. I'm very honored to be on your show and to see you.
So great.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm wearing?
Yes, that dress.
The first night I'm in England, we went out and had a fabulous time in the next day. And I said to myself, I'm not going to come to Europe and spend a bunch of money because I only have a carry-on bag and I'm here for 6 weeks and I can't do this and I can't do that. The first day I go into this resale shop and I see this dress. And I thought, that'd be great for gigs. I justify it, but I can wear it on my gigs. And I walked home to your house and said, I found this dress. You go, does it fit? And you said, yes. Does it look fabulous on you? I said, yes. Will you come see it with me? I put it on. She goes, oh, you have to buy this dress. So
yes,
I'm wearing it in homage to you.
You have to see it, though, in its full regalia.
It's a fabulous dress. It's a fabulous dress.
Yeah.
But
you have to see it in its full regalia. It's long and beautiful, and you feel like a goddess, and it's stunning. And when you're on stage, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Look at all those books behind you.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a problem. It's a book problem.
But they're color coordinated too. You have the greens and the reds and the blues, and you have your little that doll back there that you posted on Facebook the other day.
Yeah, my little white jaguar. It was a present from my tia in Mexico, and it's a little white jaguar, a medicine jaguar with a little heart and the little umbilical cord. So in my books, it's my stuff. So you've caught me on a private practice day because, as you said, I'm a psychotherapist, and as the times are as such, I'm doing all my sessions online. So this is kind of where I do most of my practice to support people in this time. And we also do, as well as talking therapy, I actually do art psychotherapy as well, which is brilliant. It's like amazing language that I feel very privileged to be able to help people on journeys of self-discovery and awakening through unconscious process of art making. So that's kind of what art psychotherapy is in a really tiny little pistachio shell. Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit on the art side of it?
Yes. Well, okay, so if I say something to you, Jenna, da-da-da-da-da, and then you say, oh, eating something, right? I have to think, how am I going to say this for Jenna to be able to understand what I'm saying? And then you have to think about, like, what did Eden say so I can respond, to what she said. So this is kind of a higher level processing. But if you hand someone like a crayon or a marker or a lump of clay and you ask them to express themselves through this, it's a bit more of an unconscious process. So I have found, and there's been a lot of studies and research done, that a lot of times we have things that are held in our unconscious memory, whether it was like a childhood trauma or something that's really hard to access or accept in our lives, that if you have this other language of the arts, it's a really holistic way to access and safe way to access these kind of repressed memories or these traumas or something you might not even be conscious of that's just a daily function and a mechanism that you use that you're not even aware of, that you had to adapt to survive or to just get along in your life. So the arts in that way are very freeing, and it's holistic and a safe way to access these kind of processes, as well as it's cathartic and it's fun just to get on a piece of paper.
I have a really big pad of paper here.
Pardon?
I have a big, huge pad of paper here. I'll call you soon.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think it'd be fun maybe if we did explore that next time. We could invite people to kind of kind of an experiential kind of workshop, if you would, and we could do a little something like that.
So prepare. So have people get a piece of paper and some crayons or something, and we'll plan that out.
It really, and here's the thing that's great. People have this kind of misconception about like art psychotherapy and expressive arts. You're like, oh, I can't draw, I can't dance, I can't sing. It's really about the process. It's not about the product. It's really about the process. So it's about how you feel when you're making that image, or how what emotions come up when you're doing that gesture or dance or singing or drumming. It's really about the process, not at all about the aesthetic or the product. So it's process over product, yeah.
And then you integrate yoga into it as well.
Yeah. So that was a cool of self-analysis and process. So a couple years ago, I was like, very much into the art psychotherapy and with all these books and in my head and all this. And though I was creating artwork, which is, an embodied practice, meaning you're using your hand. So I thought, well, hang on, I've been practicing yoga for over 20 years. So how is that going to come in? Because yoga to me was also a coping mechanism and something that helped with my personal mental health and physical health. So I thought, all right, well, I think maybe a few clients or some people might be interested in that too. So I thought, okay, how can I integrate my two really, passion and grounding mechanisms and places for self-discovery and exploration? So I started to work on different ways to integrate art and yoga and was born Art and Om. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yoga is how we met.
Yes, and I love that story. That is one of my favorite all-time in the world stories. It was a transformational journey that I did with this stunning woman, and it's like those experiences shifted so many dynamics in my life and opened my heart, and we shared something just so special, and we were a little bit naughty because we went off-piste.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone.
We weren't supposed
to. Don't tell Ganga.
Ganga, we weren't supposed to go that far. We apologize.
Yeah. But, so do you want to tell of that story?
Go ahead. I'm listening. You're here.
Want me to tell it?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, this was towards kind of the end of the teacher training, the course, which was quite intense, really intense, but like in a good way intense, but also really intense physically and mentally and emotionally. It was quite intense. So, as we got toward the end of it, we all need a little bit more of a release than just yoga was supplying for us. And seeing that we were eating really clean and not drinking and being really healthy, we needed some external release. And such that Jenna is a wild animal like I am, and a musician and artist, we thought to explore a little bit. So it was a night of a full moon, and we kind of wandered out to this place where they had a meditation, a walking meditation circle. And what it was there was like a pole in the earth with a really stunning like string on it, and some rocks around, so some like kind of rock art. And it was myself and you and Ginger, right? Ginger. And from Ginger in not New Orleans, and Las Vegas. And, well, of course, as you do when you're three, wonderful women that have a little animal instinct in you, and there's a full moon, what else are you going to do while you're on your walking meditation in the moonlight but howl at the moon?
We howled.
Yeah.
We did. We howled.
So we did. Yeah, I think we scared
I was just going to say that. I was just going to say that.
But, with good intentions, yeah. So we just let loose and just started howling wildly at the moon. And, yeah.
I think it was maybe the Thursday, because it ended on a Saturday, or did it end on you could leave on Sunday. I think it was Thursday night that this happened.
Yeah.
I could go back, and I was trying to think, was it 10, was it 11? Does anyone know? Lisa Flores, do you remember how many years it's been?
Yeah. Gosh, it was 2008. So, yeah, it was 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Right?
Yeah. And you were living in LA, and I was living up in Willits, Mendocino County, because you were doing makeup, right? She's a makeup artist to the stars. She's actually done my makeup. Not today, but...
Yeah.
But when I visited, she lives with her husband Sam in England. 2008.
Yeah.
Lisa Flores just said 2008.
Yeah, 2008, yeah. Oh, Maddie Rose on there. Hi, Maddie.
Hi, Maddie. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Lisa love. Lisa Flores, my love. Yeah.
We need to do a reunion. We definitely.
Yeah,
Lisa, we need to go to England.
Yes.
Do you have any where's your, and then this woman travels. Oh my goodness gracious, she travels to places that I don't even know exist. I have to look it up. I'm like, where where is this place she is right now? Where are you?
Yeah,
I don't even remember right now because I forget, right?
Well, I was just recently, which was really exciting, I was in the Ukraine, which was awesome. I've always wanted to go to the Ukraine, and it was very fortunate that I'm serendipitously I met you, and we instantly bonded. I met amazing expressive arts therapist who was trained at Leslie in North Carolina, and her name is Natalie. And I met her whilst I was presenting a workshop in Madrid for I do trauma therapy as well. I do intensive trauma work. I'm a trained. I have a certificate in expressive arts, trauma-informed expressive arts. So I was doing this workshop, and I met this amazing woman in Madrid with, who was also an expressive arts therapist, and we bonded. And she came to my workshop, my Art Gnome workshop in Madrid. And this was in October of last year. And then she said, "Hey, would you ever come to the Ukraine and do this workshop in the Ukraine?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." I'm kind of like a dog like that, Jenna. That it's like, you go, you want to go? And I'm like, yes. And then, like, I don't even care where it is, but it's like, yeah, I'll go wherever.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
It's sparkly and cool. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go.
Yeah.
So the destination or the journey, is kind of like the afterthought of the journey, So, of course, I was like, sure, I'll go to the Ukraine and do my Art Gnome workshop. Yeah. So I ended up in the Ukraine, and it was amazing. We did so many wonderful workshops. We did a corporate workshop for Grammarly. We did a workshop they had their own art therapy and psychology conference, so I did my workshop there. And then we did a wonderful women's group so we did one for women, especially for about body image. So, yeah. So that was cool. So I did that in February before the lockdown came.
What? So
but here we are.
Yeah. So are you able to go outside? Do you have to have permission? Like in India, you have to have a permission slip to go out. And here I see people walking, but not right now because it's snowing. But just curious what it's like where you are.
We're allowed to have, from the last time I checked, because they're supposed to update us recently, and they haven't done a proper government official update. But we're supposed to be able to go out for a 1 hour fresh air break to get exercise, or you have to be constantly moving. Like, I've seen people in the parks get escorted off from sitting and trying to have picnics and stuff. But you're allowed to have a fresh air break. And so that's kind of where that is. And then obviously no one's working. You're not supposed to use public transportation. I mean, the UK is a bit more lax and slower on the ball than some countries, which is kind of good and bad, but we don't need to go there. But anyway, so I feel very lucky because I live near Greenwich Park, so I feel very grateful that there's a stunning park that I can go and walk around for a little while, get a little solace in somewhat of a natural environment. So, yeah.
And check out the Greenwich Mean Time.
Yeah.
That's so cool. It's in her backyard.
Yeah, 0 time. Yeah, so there's really no excuse for me ever to be late, really.
Right.
It's like...
Because it's right
time
there.
Starts, 0. Yeah.
And Sam is home with you. Hi, Sam. Sam just said hello to Hillary.
Yeah. Hillary Raza is one of our friends. Yeah, so there's a few people that have joined that have been like kind of my friends and his friends, so that's really awesome.
Hi,
cool.
hi,
Global,
Eden's friends.
So there are people there's actually someone on from Malta. Celia is on from Malta. And Hillary is, I'm not sure where Hillary is, but there's people from Pakistan. There's people from, I think, Abu Dhabi or Dubai. Yeah, there's people from all over. Pretty exciting. I love it.
I love it too. I'm so happy that you're here. Oh, you just kind of morphed into this crazy... You look like you have a... Oh, there she is. She looks like she had a mask on for a second there, but it was really cool. So, yes, so we met. Her bookshelves are so cool. Everyone's complimenting about your bookshelves.
Oh, right. Awesome. Okay.
And then another friend of mine said, a girl after my own heart. Look at her shelves are all color coordinated. It's true.
Okay, average drops at the door, but I was confined to my study. And so I thought, so then I couldn't do anything but things in here. So I thought, okay, what am I going to do? I love color coordination. I'm constantly styling everything. It's a bit obsessive that I like to make things look pretty and stylish and make sense in my mind, my artist mind. And so I thought, well, my books could use this as well. So I just took all the books off the shelves, cleaned everything, and then put them back according to color. So thanks for the compliment.
Oh, it's lovely. But I also had the virus, but my bookshelves don't look anything like that.
Oh,
but my closet looks great now. I do the same thing with my closet.
Cool. Yeah. Speaking of the books, I want to do a shout out. Should we do it?
Yes.
Shout out to another book that changed my life.
Yoga Beyond Belief.
By our illustrious Ganga White. Yeah.
Yes.
So highly suggest it. It'll make you think. It's got some psychodynamic work in here as well as, obviously yoga, methodologies and history and things. It's a very well-rounded book, and it's really for anyone that has an interest in yoga or not, or any curiosity. It's written really well, so it's very accessible, so it's not too much like heavy and like yoga methodology or whatever, but it's quite good. Yeah.
It is.
I appreciated Ganga for that. And what's funny is I read this book before I met him because he never liked to say guru, and I don't like to say guru either, but my inspiration was a man that was amazing, Frank White from the Larchmont Center, what Ganga started years ago, but Frank White was an exceptional yoga teacher, and I don't know, he was just amazing. He was 72 years old when I met him, and he was one of the strongest, kindest characters I've ever met in my life, and he had so much to give, and his gift of yoga was brilliant, and he had such a way about him that was just so nurturing, but also funny. So Ganga came into my life before I went to White Lotus. So
I remember you talking about Frank. Lisa Flores said she had to go. Say?
Yeah. I think I cried. What's interesting is remember when we first started at White Lotus, we all sat in that kind of circle. We had that talking stick, the Native American talking stick, and we kind of sat and had a, come to yourself and, speak your truth kind of circle.
Yeah,
it was great. It was very empowering. So
there were about 32, 34 people, and it was a 3.5 week. Was it a whole month? Close to a month.
It was 3.5 weeks. It was intense.
In Santa Barbara, and I remember the first day they said something about, and I'm not a coffee drinker, but there was like, no coffee. What are you talking about? There's no coffee. What do you mean there's no coffee? And then I think halfway through somebody snuck in some chocolate, and Beatrice was making fabulous vegan meals every day, but then someone brought in those big Trader Joe's blocks of chocolate, and they're like, here, you want some chocolate? And we sleep in yurts, and you do yoga and study all day with these masters.
Yeah.
And meet lifelong friends. I mean.
Yeah.
And Darby's doing it in L.A., and Lisa's now moved up to Washington State, and. Yeah.
Lisa and Joe. Remember Joe Voigt? He's got 2 yoga studios, Purple Yoga in Tustin and in Long Beach, California. Yeah, he's doing good. Yeah. So
I'll have to.
Sadly, before it kind of happened, I was supposed to do an art and home workshop there, but maybe later we'll do it. I was supposed to do it in June, but we'll see. Maybe another time I'll have an opportunity to do it.
Well, definitely let's do something here. So, you pick, it would be a morning. I'm just telling people now, it would be a morning session because she's in London and it's 5 hours ahead. So what would we need? Paper and some.
Yeah. I mean, I think just whatever you have around, any kind of paper, large paper is better. Anything you have to make marks with. It can be pens, it can be crayons, it can be charcoal, highlighters. Whatever you have to make marks is cool. So that's it.
So maybe
You
not
could
a
do,
not a gown.
you
I won't
could
wear a
do-
gown.
Okay. You could wear a gown.
I could. So my friend Jeff Metzger said he's been to Purple Yoga, and he wanted to know the owner's name. His name is Joe.
Joe Voigt.
Joe
yeah,
Voigt.
He's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Voigt. He's awesome. Very centered, very intuitive, but also a good businessman.
Highly intuitive.
So, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's good.
If you find the photo before I do, let's post the White Lotus photo today too, because isn't that? I was talking with a friend yesterday. We were in a mindless. It was two things, and I mentioned this last night too. It's amazing how our lives are now about a box. You know, we're on these box and a box and we're in our homes. We're looking at a box. We're communicating in boxes, like we're the Brady Bunch type thing. But why was I saying that? Oh, we were talking about how when you see photos of you with lots of people and you're all close together and you kind of look at it and go, wow, when was that? You know, like, because now we can't even think like that. You know, it's just a concept of, and there's 32 of us, you know, blissed out on being together, and here we are now, 12 years later. 12 years later and still going strong, and you're doing amazing things, and I can't wait to come back and see you again, because I had such a wonderful time with you and Sam. You were ultimate host and hostess, and we did fun stuff, and they came to my gigs, and I don't even know where that gig was. Where was that gig? The one...
It was called Luna, something Luna, but I don't know the area. Sam knows the area. All I know it was quite far on the train.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a great venue. It was awesome.
It was a great, venue. But I remember going, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll get there. And Sam was like, are you sure you're going to get home? Okay, yeah, no, I'll be fine. And when you guys walked in that night at midnight, I was like, thank you, because I didn't really know where I was going, but I could have faked it and gotten there eventually. Yeah. Hi, Dean.
But what was cool, I remember, was when you first arrived, I collected you, and we took the river taxi. Remember, we took the river taxi home from Tower Hill.
And the photo that I shot, that I posted today, was from that river taxi.
Yeah.
And then we went to the bridge.
Oh yes, because beautiful Janet Doolan-Jones, who's a love.
Did she move?
She's in California right now.
But
so she's, on your side of the planet right now.
But she did not move back? I didn't know if she moved or what she was...
Well, she's got some writing gigs, and she's, shopping around her scripts and stuff. So she's in L.A. for I don't know, you say for season, but I don't know what that looks like these days. But she's there to meet producers and to shop her scripts around and stuff.
She's lovely. Thank you for introducing me to Janet. That was a great person. But we went to tell them where we went, because I won't interrupt you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're not interrupting. It's a joint.
I know.
Conversation. But, we went to the Tower Bridge, and went to go to the Tower of London. And then we went to, is it St. Catherine's Chapel, right? I think, church? St. Catherine's Chapel.
Right.
Anyway, it's where all of where many of the beheaded queens are buried.
Yeah.
And here we are in this little chapel with all of these tombs in the walls and in the floor of priests and noblemen and some of the queens had been beheaded. Can't quote me because I'm not a yeoman. I'm not I'm not trained to talk about the history of the London, the Tower of London, and all the things that happened there. However, that's from my understanding. But Janet would be able to tell you better. So. But
then we also went to. Remember when we went to the bar?
Oh yeah, we went to the Yeoman's Club.
Yeah.
Hello.
We went to the Yeoman's Club.
So cool.
Dudes with their hats on, that's what they live there. They live on the property.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
and we went, and part of the tour was we got to have dinner. And we had dinner. You had to walk down into this cellar type thing where they had a potluck. And it was it felt, when I first walked in there, I my breath was taken away, because I went, okay, I have to have gin, because Beefeater gin.
As you do.
And Penn was there, and then the woman goes, okay, come downstairs to where the food is, and you walk down this really creepy kind of, I didn't feel right in there, and finally the woman goes, do you know the history of this building? And I said, no. She said, this is where they used to drown people.
Mm-hmm. This is where they took them to tie them to the river.
Yeah. Right. And and I'm like serving my food right there. She's like, yeah, this is thousands of people were tied and they drowned in this room. I'm like, yeah, I got it. I'm going to go have my cocktail now. But it was fascinating with the ravens and the jewels, and that was just like a perfect evening. So thank you for everything, and I'm coming back.
Absolutely. We're ready for you.
Yes, for sure. So we'll plan a date, and what works with your schedule, and I know you're working today and I don't want to keep you, but we could talk all day, and people keep popping on. And again, this is my friend Eden Shoro, and tell them what you do and maybe your website, please.
Okay. I'll pop it in there. I will do.
You can tell them.
Thank you, Jenna.
Thank you,
It's been so lovely to connect with you yet on another plane.
Oh, I know, for sure. I love you. 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 Thank you so much. Thank you. I love
you.
I have to bow to you too. Hold on.
Thank you for hosting the 11:11. What a treat for everyone every day at 11:11. Thank you so much.
And thank you for the laughter yoga. I want to do that again, for sure.
Oh yeah. We'll have to invite Jessica on or something.
Yes.
Okay. Much love. Okay. Bye.
Bye. That's my friend Eden Shoro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Hi, Susan. Deep breath, right? Deep breath. Cactus Sam. Congratulations is in order. Greg Silloway, Dean, Haddad. Thank you. Oh, Sam was here. And Jeff. Yeah, Purple Yoga. Yep. We went. That's when he first got his training. I better be careful of my gown and my candle. So, I have a lesson to teach in 6 minutes. I'm teaching voice, I'm doing my yoga stuff, and Audrey is in the house. Thank you all for being here today. I appreciate it very much. And tonight, another sister from another mister, Janelle Michelle Burdell. She's an oud player. She's a percussionist extraordinaire. And we have played with... Treat is at 11:11. I love you, Eden. So fun. So yeah, today is just, it's I got my girl. Oh, Eden, you'll have to come back on a Friday and we can do our Frida love. And Lillian really doesn't want to go out in the snow, but we really need to do that. So, have a wonderful day. Stay warm if you're in Michigan or anywhere that it's snowing. It's still coming down. It's beautiful. And I have my heat going, and I have my hot water, and I made soup. So I'm going to have some soup after I teach. See you tonight if you float on by. If not, have a wonderful weekend because it's Friday. And post a snow picture. I will definitely post a snow picture. All right, I'll go out. I'll put on a hat and I'll post for you. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you. Love hard. See you. Bye.